Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of EverQuest 2 News. I'm your host, Zark, and here are today's top stories. Our top stories today are the Toil and Trouble release, Ethereal coin update, upcoming events, ongoing events, and server updates. Stay tuned for all the news. Toil and Trouble is here with a surprising twist on an old zone. We're going back to an old favorite, the Vasty Deeps Labs. The Vasty Deeps Labs had notoriously been a shady place full of mutations and abominations. Now, the Glenmore Coven of Witches and Warlocks have invaded and are trying to steal the secrets within. Dr. Arcana has put out the call for adventurers to come help save the day in the Loping Plains. There are solo missions in Heroic 1 and 2. Join the fun and get some loot. Speaking of loot, Celestials have returned with Toil and Trouble. You have a chance to get them from any dungeon's loot box. Ethereal coins have changed to shadowed ethereal trackers, and the numbers have been halved. But don't worry, the requirements have been halved as well. The adornment now costs 500,000 status points, and level 2 will cost 125 ethereal coins. It only takes 75 points after that for each level, maxing out at 725 for Wave 1, and will give the adornment a special ability. Wave 2 will start August 17th, and Wave 3 will start October 12th. Upcoming events include the Moonlight Enchantment Festival, August 20th through the 22nd, the Nereax City Festival, September 1st through the 8th, Ethereal's Wave 2 starts September 17th, and the Panda Quest will start later this fall. Ongoing events include Destiny of Elias crates. Make sure to get yours while they last. 6 new red shiny collections have been added to Blood of Lucklin and the Reign of Shadows expansions. Loyalty merchants have been updated. They now sell new mount and appearance gear. Triumph achievements for the Reign of Shadows raid should now show the correct boss name for the kill and not unknown. The mount window can now hold up to 200 mounts. Spell research will now pause if your membership lapses instead of being lost. Mission timers in the journal window can now be filtered. Completed quests can now be sorted. House layout will autosave when items are all packed up. Call to Home has been updated and will show where you're going in the description. Bulwark of Order can no longer be blocked by no beneficial spells, no longer cost power, and the base casting speed has been reduced to a 20th of a second. Aqueous Swarm 9 will now summon one pet that does 3 times the damage. A bug has been fixed that made Necropets not get 25 fervor. Bosses will now show their damage cap on a buff they have on them. Solo bosses will no longer absorb all damage sometimes. In the Great Divide, Ryger Grunt will no longer continue chopping wood after he has died. In the Shadeweaver's Thicket, Untamed Lands, Gortillus should no longer have Silken Barrier after all the strands have been destroyed. Also, the Desolator gains immunity to stun and other state effects when it's moving to a door. Savage Wheel Backwoods Brawl Challenge now has a minimum duration of 3 days as well as the mission along with it. Solosec I, the Calling Heroic, now has a minimum duration of 90 minutes. Zerka's the Creator's Power Drain now works slower in the Vextal Labyrinth of Solace raid, and the platform used to remove Creation Reversal won't trap the player for longer than intended. In the Den of Shadows Heroic, Empress Shratia's combat mitigation has been reduced. Atramonic's Inkblot Curse no longer drains health, and the boss's loot table has been increased in the Edge of Oscuris challenge. There's also a new Beyond the Veil Challenge Raid edition, and Emperor Shratia now gives skip items for killing his minions the next time you do the dungeon in the Vextal Beyond the Veil raid. In the Temple of Ralozek Foundations of Stone Challenge dungeon, Construct of War, Flames of War, and Enraged Flame of War have had their health reduced. In the Marketplace, a preview button has been added. Recent Purchases section has been added. You can zoom in and out in the preview window. You can resize the window vertically now. New never-before-seen items have been released, and past expansion pre-order recipes are now available. There are no PvP-specific updates. There are also no Kaladin-specific updates. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, or follow if you enjoy the content. Also, here's some other videos you might find interesting. If you'd like to support my work, please consider donating, buying some merchandise, or join Patreon. Thanks.